About that, everybody. OBS just crashed on me? It was very spooky. But I think we are all good. I'm just going to fix one of OBS's settings that's acting up a little bit. There we go. So, we died, which is never the end of the world in Dark Souls. All you have to do is get back right to where you died, and it's as if it never happened. So, drop down. Run along. Oh no, OBS crashing ruined my webcam settings. Now I'm all grainy. There's no justice in this world, I swear. Anywho, we're just gonna run straight along here. Oops. Break my legs. That's okay. Chug a soda, and it's BK. It's really interesting how down to a science you can get levels in this game. Like, I don't know if this is an optimal path per se, but I grab everything major from one place to the next. Oh, I forget about this guy. But that's no big thing. The most annoying thing about this room, though, is the Lothric Knight with the pole arm and the great shield. This guy... Okay, I guess I'm gonna make him look like a joke today. Very exciting. I've been killed more times by this guy than some bosses, so that is very gratifying. Oh, yeah. You'll expect that, you know, from time to time. Got a bit of the old undead in the walls. We'll head on down. This room can be tricky. If you aggro too many enemies, you will die. So controlling how many enemies you pull is key to make it through here. This guy will throw fire bombs at you from the railing if you don't kill him first, so we do that. Let's see. I'm going to try and bait the skeleton in that doorway, or failing that dog over there. Or both. Oh. Sorry. My partner can control the lights with her phone, and I think she's trying to change the lights in the bedroom, but she turned the lights off in this room, and I got so scared that, you know, I lost my control and died. Just, you know, keeping the stream lively. You never know what you can expect. Okay. How are you guys loving that screaming, by the way? So good, right? Okay, let's hope you don't give me too much trouble. Yeah. Yeah. Bonsai. We're not gonna let that ruin our day. We'll just top off a little healing-wise. Yay. Hole in one. Wait, I hear footsteps. Oh, I forgot to get the firebomb guy. Oh well. Let's just be aware of that as we try to backstab this guy. You know, perfect. Great axe we'll never use, but nice to have, I guess, for decoration. Well, aggro. Oh my god! I forgot those were explosive barrels! You know, that was intended. I'm like, did your brain break, or was that a clever ruse to get my guard down? And the cell key! The whole point of this extended detour. I'm glad we got it. Let's pick up our souls from last time. Ow. And we'll move on down off this railing. I'm going to get this guy. Now, you don't technically need to kill this wing knight, and he does a lot of damage, but it'd be a cool flex. Okay, whoop. Yeah, buddy. Sometimes he drops cool items. I guess not today. So this statue is interesting. I think it might be of the Prince of Lothric, but I've heard some people say that it is Pontiff Sulivan, a figure we will learn more about later, starting with the lore of the first boss. Well, the first real boss outside of Iudex Gundyr. Yeah, this courtyard's good for grabbing some quick embers. And up here, past this guy, is one of the first shortcuts of the game. Most boss fights follow a pretty predictable formula. You find the path to the boss, you find the shortcut back to the nearest bonfire, and this will enable you to run on back and try the boss again if you lose. It gives the cadence of a game sort of a circular feeling. Now, normally is where I would recommend that most people go back. You know, I'm out of Estus flasks. I could go back to the bonfire, heal up, and not put my 1800 souls at risk. But you know, I have never died to Vort of the Boreal Valley once, and I ain't about to start now. Gave that guy an old Goomba stomp. We are turning the corner, passing these guards, and heading into our first real boss arena. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, get ready for a show. The horrible truth of prolonged Cruntraffic extreme exposure. So here's Vort of the Boreal Valley. Ugh, I'm getting real good at talking today. He only really tries to hit you with his mace, but his hitbox is so much bigger than his mace. So he's trying really hard. You gotta give him credit for that. Okay, he's going to get angry. And we dodge once. We dodge twice. We dodge thrice. He charges up his laser beam. I wail on his kneecap. give him some room because his hitbox gets really big at the end of that for some reason. Oh, yeah, that happens, but it didn't matter. We get the quick kill. You know? Easy life. And we are moving past the first real zone of the game in record time. The stream is only half over. We are just beginning. I'm going to adjust my old position. Good posture is important, kids. And we're gonna level up.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Alright, we're gonna get dexterity. We're gonna keep it moving.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
Now let's take a look at the item that our good friend Vort dropped. And it appears here. Soul of Boreal Valley Vort. One of the twisted souls steeped in strength. Vort served as an outrider knight, never far from the fleeting dancer. Now that's all well and good. The dancer actually is a boss that we'll run into a little bit later on. Wait, I haven't been keeping track of the death counter. Oh no! I think that is 1, 2, 3, 4 currently? Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I think 4 is correct. And we're heading back on up. It is all good. Thanks for checking in, though. So in order to progress, we actually need to grab an item from the top of these stairs. These guys should not be giving me as much grief as they are, but oh well. One easy Lothric Knight. Let's get the other guy. Give him the old fastball special. Bonk. And there we go. Easy peasy. There's a lot of Lothric pilgrims around this area. Or Londor pilgrims, rather, not Lothric. We'll learn a little bit more about Londor later on. But one thing you might notice, while I'm thinking about talking about them, is remember the sort of like black trees growing out of most people in the High Wall of Lothric? It looks like these pilgrims have specifically chained rocks to their backs to prevent whatever it is from growing out. Keep it inside, as it were. And it's interesting that that's happening to a lot of people. Like a lot of people. Anywho, here we are in Lothric Castle, one of the later areas in the game that we can't access just yet.
The wait has been long, unkindled one.
Hello, I'm here.
I am Emma, High Priestess of Lothric Castle. Allow me to speak frankly. You will not
Allow me to
find
frank
the
speak
lords of
Lee.
Cinder here. They have left, gone, to their churning homes, converging at the base of this castle.
So what you're saying is our cinders are in another castle?
Forge on through the great gate and raise this banner to proceed. This farewell gift is for you. It is the insignia of an old covenant. If you fear trespassers, dark spirits drawn by the embers, then etch this upon your heart, and the old Concord will beckon noble blue sentinels to hunt these foul spirits.
And we get the Way of the Blue. Thank you kindly. So what this does is we can go over to this fun diamond section of our equipment, and this is our Covenant. This is basically how you queue into PvP. The Way of the Blue Covenant, we can pledge oneself to the Way of the Blue Covenant. Its item description reads, pale blue sheepskin parchment featuring an illustration of the moon, symbol of an ancient accord. Members of the Way of the Blue are the beneficiaries of an ancient accord. When a dark spirit threatens them, a blue spirit will grant them assistance and help to root out the invader. Summoning takes place automatically while this is equipped. This is basically the Covenant to equip if you don't want to actually PvP against other people, but you want insurance against being invaded, because what it's going to do is it's going to summon in a member of the Way of the Blue Covenant who is has sworn themselves to protecting people who get invaded during their independent Dark Souls playthroughs, and it'll summon them in to help you 2v1 the other guy. Which I think is a pretty neat thing. Alright. Whoops, I don't need to do that. That's just sort of force of habit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step on out here, let you guys enjoy the view for just a second, and I'm going to be right back because I need a glass of water really bad. Just 1 second here. And we're back. Thanks so much for your patience. We are moving on. I love this. Just how the game world opens up before you. And you can see every level in the game from right here. Down there, all the way to the left, is Irithyll of the Boreal Valley, the home of Vort. Over directly below us, we have the Swamp of Farron Keep. We have the Cathedral of the Deep over there. Somewhere over here is the Road of Sacrifices, I think where that fort is. And then over yonder in the distance, I believe, we have the Undead Settlement. But we will raise our banner, just as the High Priest of Lothric Castle told us to do. Oh, where did you work out? The library. Now, honestly, I have no clue what these things are. But I also didn't know what they were when they carried you to Anor Londo in Dark Souls 1. So I guess, I don't know, something symmetry? Here we are in the Undead Settlement. Make sure to rest at a bonfire. Always important. Now, the thing about Undead in the Dark Souls universe is that once you have the curse of undeath, you can never truly die. You can die, but each death will bring you back to life, but with less and less of your humanity. Which poses a problem of what do you do when you have a giant population of incredibly hollowed people. And a lot of the environmental details in this level sort of hint at that question. Well, that was thoroughly annoying. For one, making sure that the gate stays locked, and if any hollows try to hang around the gates, just sick the dogs on them. Hui. Dogs in this game. And here a grisly scene of Londor pilgrims who seem to have made it all this way just to die. And one has to ask themselves, is this unfortunate, or was this their goal all along? We'll meet someone who will elucidate that for us just a little bit, because one of these guys isn't dead at all.
Please, grant me death. Undo my shackles.
And we're gonna become his friend. Hey, buddy, what's the matter you, huh?
Oh, then it's true. A champion of Ash as I live and breathe. To be in your presence is a great honor.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I am Yol of Londor, a pilgrim, as you can see, only somehow I failed to die as was ordained.
That happens to the best of
But
us.
perhaps my calling lies elsewhere. Say, champion of Ash, how does the idea of taking me into your service strike you? I was once a sorcerer. Surely I can be of use.
You got it, buddy. I like the cut of your jib. Now send me your LinkedIn profile and we'll fill out the paperwork.
Oh, I am honored, truly. I should be dead, yet you have granted me purpose anew. I, Yol of Londor, do solemnly swear myself to you.
Now, Yol of Londor is very key in getting the ending of the game that I'm going for, which is a little bit of a secret ending. It takes a lot of secret steps and knowing exactly what to do at all points in the game. But the rewards, pretty neat. Anywho, let's go ahead and say hello. Now, one thing I noticed in this level is that all of just the undead villagers are programmed with the exact weapons and the exact skeletons of random villagers in Bloodborne. It is uncanny. Try to keep an eye out for it if you played Bloodborne. You can see it immediately. I guess another thing to do with these undying bodies would be to just hang them up like decorations pretty much everywhere. But who am I to tell them how to interior design, am I right? This room is tricky, but if you know where these little guys are that's going to ambush you, you can ambush them one at a time. Makes your life so much easier. Alright, we need to go back up the stairs, though, actually, because we need to grab... I never freed Grey Rat! We got that cell for nothing! A cell key from the High Walls of Lothric. Hold on, we'll just do this a little bit out of order. It's all good. What has been mucked up can very well be repaired. We're just going to grab Loretta's bone. This is going to be sad when we A, knew Grey Rat was, B, learned that he wanted to find his friend Loretta, and C, told us to bring her a ring. And we have to bring him the news that she is already dead, and he would be heartbroken. But, you know, we put the cart a little bit before the horse there. So, ooh well, at least we tried. The evangelists are super annoying for the early game. Their reach is incredible. You can waste their time a little bit if they cast spells. Oh boy. Yeah, I like to keep my distance, if at all possible. And... okay. This area is always a little dicey, but nothing we can't handle. I think, just judging by the time, I might be able to get through the next boss before then, too. But there is so much to be done in this first level. It's kind of remarkable. You get another Estus Flask shard, which is very wonderful for the, well, all stages of the game, really. Just good to have more healing. You can play a lot more, I don't want to say riskier, but you can stay out a lot longer if you can heal consistently. More Titanite shards. Now, we're not going to get bamboozled here. I say getting a little bit bamboozled. Oh, that was coordinated. These guys are coordinated. Are you guys on a dance team? Ooh, early Thrall axe. Not bad. Those guys really don't like to drop their weapons, so whenever they do, it's like really rare. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but you know, cool to have. Means we have the moral victory. Also, file under weird things to do with bodies that won't die, stuff them into cages. Also, remember, they don't die. They are horrible jump scare corpse fighters. Also, we fall through this hole in the floor to grab a Warrior of Sunlight Covenant. Hooray! Praise the sun. We can now engage in jolly cooperation. Warriors of Sunlight are brilliantly beaming cooperators who place their golden signatures to help those in need, for it is their duty to deliver a great conquest to their summoner. We can follow in the footsteps of old Solaire himself and engage in some jolly cooperation. And we can open this door. And we're back up here. From here, we're going to want to make our way across this bridge. Ooh, get some pretty clean kills in there. And the main goal of going down this tunnel now is not to proceed past it, really, because there's one thing we want to do while we're on the bridge. It's to open this door just in case we fail. Gonna grab this Caduceus round shield, which we technically already have. But if you didn't start as the Pyromancer, that's when you would get it. So we go all the way around, actually roll through these barrels, and advance down this path. full of thralls. It's one of my least favorite tunnels in the game. There's a ton of them on the roof just shooting down at you the whole time. I definitely rank this as one of the places I'm most likely to die in any playthrough of this game. Ah, yeah. Remembering to put one on the old death tracker. Give it up for number 5. But it is not going to get us down. We're going to jump right back on that horse. Oh, the stagger times are really getting me. Bit of an auspicious start, but you know, in for a penny. We're just gonna run through. Getting our souls back at this point is the most important thing, because 6,000 is too much to lose in the early game. And we got him. At least we have that bit of security. I'm actually just gonna run up here and worry about who I need to worry about and forget the rest. Now, I have no idea how you're supposed to figure this out back in the day, but there's this guy, and you'd look at him and you'd think, oh yeah, this guy will kill you on sight. He's ready to throw hands. Let's see, I want to cut this so it doesn't fall off the cliff. I don't want to fall off the cliff myself. Ah! One more on the death counter. We're up to 6. All right, let's do that again. We actually will not be lazy. We'll do the full cycle of these 3 thralls. And 3. A little bit off my game tonight. My apologies. But you know, we can still do it with the power of friendship, everybody. Just gotta keep believing, keep achieving. Chug a victory, Estus. We're just gonna run. Hopefully... yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Thank goodness our souls are still here. Alright. Oh, this is tense. No, I don't trust it. Just gonna throw a fireball. And if it falls, it falls. Oh man, that was almost good. Oh well. Anywho, you just interact with the back of this guy? And this happens? Taxi, Yonkers, please. And you just go. And he dumps you in a pit. And it looks like, given the fact that there are so many cages littering the landscape, you are not the first hollow to been shoved into a net or a cage and chucked unceremoniously into this big giant hole, which seems to be the final destination for hollows deemed too far gone to live or to tolerate anymore. But also, since they can't die, they kind of have a culture down here too, as our good old friend
Well,
Mad Knight Hodrick will tell
this
us.
pit is for hollows, not for the likes of you sane folk. Or perhaps you are a hollow, posing as otherwise?
Sure am. Wink.
Yes, yes, then we are just fine. It's important to know who you are, but we'll all be mad soon enough. And should you be undead, well, all the more so. Beware, the shackles of the gods are fragile. You might need this. Etch it on your heart if you feel your sanity slipping.
And here we have yet another covenant, the Mound Maker's Covenant.
Come here to pile up your victims, for that will form your anchor. You'll see when you go mad. They'll be your family.
I like the cut of your jib, Hodrick.
One day, but not today. Take my advice. Use this bone and leave this place.
Thank you.
This pit is for hollows, and for the occasional madman fond of piling up victims. You've better things to do, I'd hope.
Sure do. We'll see you later, Chief. But yes, he inducts you into the Mound Maker's Covenant if you so desire. The Mound Makers wish only to add to their mounds, becoming mad spirits whether summoned as cooperators or invaders. They are blithe to kill those around them, for in their minds any kill might lead to another shackle. Oops, I should read the first part. A malformed vertebrae found by the mad, with a queer symbol on its inside, proof of the shackles of the gods. So basically, they're looking for weird shapes in the vertebrae of spine as proof that the gods have put some sort of limiter on humanity. And they may be more right than they let on. But the thing about the Mound Maker's Covenant is that when you are invading anyone's world, or whether you're summoned as a cooperator, all you need to do is just get a kill. You can kill the invader that's already trying to mess with the host's world. You can kill the host. You can kill the blue sentinels. Or you could even help the host kill a boss. As long as you get a kill, it doesn't matter who it is. So interacting them with them in the wild, you never really know what you're going to get. But yes, the only way to leave this place is to use a homeward bone. That's why he gives you one. And we're going to use it to go back to the shrine bonfire and spend all this experience. All right, looking at the time, it's 6:30. We're making good time. I think we will definitely be able to defeat the next boss of the game. All right.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Let's see. Cool, we can go all the way up to Dex 14. I think that's the first target number that we need for Dex.
Farewell, may the flame.
And I know this is a bit of a detour, But I gotta run back to the high wall of Lothric because we need to free Grey Rat from his cell. Don't worry, it'll be worth it. You guys will love him. Guarantee it. He is a gent among gents. Okay. Let's go down here first. Give him the old one too. Slide down this ladder. And get this guy. Backstab! Oh my god. I did not even see that guy. That was incredibly scary. But no harm, no foul. Oop. Forgot he was just a corpse with items. There's also this guy over here. He's carving into that wall? I am unsure. But we can pick up the mail breaker, one of the worst items in the game. And down here at the end of this random path is a cell that we got the key for earlier on, and here is Grey Rat. Grey Rat, say hi to the folks at home.
Ah. You're no jailer, are you? No, you're from far away. And judging by the bell, you must be some of that unkindled ash.
So you're saying you were saved by the bell?
If that's true, then I have a favor to ask. Below the high wall is a musty little town. Not the home of any lord, just a very old settlement of undead. An old woman, Loretta, lives there. Please, give her this ring. I'm not asking for charity. In fact, if you do this for me, I'll be sure to repay you in kind.
Oh, Grey Rat,
I
buddy.
may be a petty thief, but I've more wits than most royalty. What do you say then, huh?
I'll take you into my service, but
Very
bad
well.
news about your buddy
I
Loretta.
firmly place my faith in you. I am Grey Rat of the Undead settlement, and I promise to assist you.
Well, that's
Give
wonderful,
this ring
buddy.
to old Loretta at the base of the high wall. Do your part, and I'll do mine.
Oops. Yeah, in our inventory, we have... It's consumable? You could use it? Loretta's bone. What would you use it for? Old, discolored human bone with several holes bored into it. A woman's corpse in the undead settlement was found clutching this bone. Her name was Loretta. Buddy. And the blue Tearstone ring increases damage absorption when HP is low. Did Grey Rat know that Loretta was in danger? Did he try to get this to her to potentially save her life? We can't really know for certain, because he doesn't say. But we'll use this item to go home because I'm a little bit lazy. And I don't want to walk all the way back. And I think we can go ahead and find Grey Rat here and tell him the bad news.
Oh, hello, you're back.
Buddy.
And in one piece. Well, now it's time I do my part. Whatever trinket you need, speak up. Just don't ask me where I got them.
So he is a merchant, and he sells goods throughout the game, and certain quest lines will increase how much gear he has for sale. But for now, we will sadly give him Loretta's bone.
Heavens, she was already dead. Thank you. I'm not surprised, though. Almost a relief, really. You can keep the ring as trinket of thanks, I suppose.
Buddy.
You can keep the ring as goodbye and stay safe. Oh, this place is a bore. What good is thievery if you've nowhere to go?
I get the distinct feeling that we have taken one of this man's last reasons to live. Oh well.
It is good to see what needs smithing this day.
Reinforce my Estus flask, please. How am I doing on Titanite shards? One more. Okay.
Pradeep, I don't want to see my work squandered.
Oh? Let me check my DMs really quick. Oh, on Steam. Oh, I've received... Oh. Thanks so much. Wait, you're Mark! Oh my god, I have spent this whole stream not knowing who you were. I feel silly now. I didn't know that JPK's was your Twitch handle. Oh, well, thanks for sticking around, buddy. Oh my god.
Of course.
Well, don't I have egg on my face? Well, thank you so much. I'll be sure to check it out. Okay, let's get back to the undead settlement. I think... Yeah, we just want this bonfire. Let's see. Next goal should be to try and get to the undead settlement church. So let's try and do that really quick. We're running quickly out of time. So I'm gonna try and pick up the pace. We're putting our speedrun mode hats on. And I'm gonna do it by immediately fucking up that trick. It's all good. Pays to be... Oh. It pays to drink the right Estus flask. Oh, shoot. I didn't expect you to follow me. Wow, lots of folks dropped items here, though. Get a hat. Get some charcoal pine resin. Chug an SD. Ow. No, if we actually go this way and drop down the bridge. Oops. Oh, geez. Very important that we don't die here. Good. And we get our last Titanite shard. Now we can rest at this bonfire. We're going to circle back to the Firelink Shrine really quick. Wait, I don't think I have the XP to level up. Raiding with a party of 8? Hello! Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining in.
May the flames guide thee.
You here for some Dark Souls? I am just about to make it to one of the early bosses, the Curse-Rotted Great Tree. Hey there! Thanks for dropping by!
To see ye. What needs?
Oh, this is fun! Well, you guys have single-handedly made my viewership 9 times larger. Aw, that means a lot. Thank you. Now I'll try to make... Wait. Did I... yeah, I upgraded the weapon. Well, I wasn't paying attention. Wonderful. Great job, subconscious. Yeah, I will try to return the favor with a pretty cool quick kill. But first, we have one more bit of cleanup. We have a little bit more cleanup to do. Okay. And meet a new friend.
Aha, unkindled, are we? Welcome to my abode. I am Cornix, an old pyromancer. A crow in his cage, as you see now. But here we are, an encounter for the ages. I hear the unkindled make for fine vessels.
You also make good vases.
You've been dabbling in pyromancies, it seems. Well then, care to learn some pyromancies from this old man?
Sounds good to me.
Most wise. A chance encounter should not be squandered. To reiterate, I am Cornix of the Great Swamp. The pleasure is mine.
Yeah, you know, I have no idea why Cornix is just hanging out in that cage. And I guess it just must suck to suck if you never tried to go on a pretty hidden pathway, because you'll just get locked out of being a pyromancer for forever if you miss him. Or unless you pick pyromancer to start with. Oh god, he scared me. Cool metal screams. Like their energy. Let's see. Is just weighing my options here. Oop. We'll just let sleeping dogs lie. Okay, so let's go to the chapel first. No! Another one on the death counter. We are up to 7. I saw it happening in slow motion, and there wasn't anything I could do to stop it. It's okay, though. Oh, I shouldn't be crossing this early. I forget the evangelist takes these guys from here to there, and I'd rather not fight them right now. My souls aren't there on the bridge for me to pick up. Ref. Anywho. Now's the time I can make a clean break for it. These guys are the greatest Major League pitchers of all time. But no one can keep me down. Mine is an evil laugh. Sir, do you mind? Fortunately, in every Souls game, you're invincible while opening a door. And up the stairs comes the greatest bro of all time. Your hero and mine, Siegward of Katarina. And I'm going to use his elevator. Sorry, buddy. Now, the main reason I do that is to de-aggro the guy chasing us with the giant buzzsaw. But while we're here, we're just going to go ahead and handle our friend from the Boreal Valley over here. Another Outrider Knight, like Boreal Valley Vort. This guy is actually really scary sometimes. But nothing we can't handle. We get the Irithel straight sword. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab the bonfire for the next area just while we're here. And that way, once we're finally done with the level, we can just instantly proceed on to the next one, instead of having to backtrack towards the bottom of this specific cathedral. So let's take the elevator back on up. And if I recall, we unfortunately don't get to talk to Sigurd right here. We progressed him to his next quest trigger. But fortunately, that just so happens to be in the same building. Oh, thank you so much. I can't take complete credit for it. There was a lot of aspects that came straight out of the box, but you know, it's definitely functional. Yeah, we will worry about that a little later on. Because we gotta go make a new friend. This guy and his giant bow and arrow have been shooting just all over the place. And if you get in his line of sight, he will shoot and kill you too. So we're just gonna ask him pretty nice to stop it.
Who are you?
You know, let's make peace.
I help any time.
And instantly, he's your best bro. Doing this will let you walk to the boss with no problem. What's really important to do, but also, if you remember, we heard Sigurd of Katarina do a little bit of a in the middle of this elevator. So, right about then, we're going to jump onto this ledge, and wouldn't you know it, here he is.
Ah, oh, don't disappear like that. You had me downright worried. But thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unraveled the riddle of this inscrutable lift. On some days I begin to doubt myself. I went up the tower, so I thought, then somehow ended up here.
Oh my god, you can see his little eyes.
I'm not exactly sure what happened.
There we
Anyhow,
go.
Do you see that? That humongous beast?
Oh, that humongous beast?
I'm no coward and I've a steady hand, but that thing makes my skin crawl.
His little onion eyes.
Now, think twice before you go down that road.
I will think not at all before I go down that road. Whee! Hey, Mr. Demon. Over here.
No! You should have waited! Well, it's too late now.
Oops. I wanted to roll around to his tail. Mainly to avoid him doing that attack. You know, easy encounter, easy life. Get an early fire, Jim, and let's check back in with Sigurd.
That was quite a performance.
Sure was.
But you mustn't get in over your head. We Unkindled must put our duties first. But, for the moment, we've a toast to make.
Who we sure
Your
do.
valor, my sword, and our victory together. Long may the sun shine.
I love you, Sigurd. You meet very few well, not very few. There's a lot of genuinely good bros in this game. And he'll give you the toast emote. We give him some good friendship.
Well, the only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
And we will leave him to his nap. Another thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to equip the longbow. And we are going to use that to do a little target practice. Oops. Oopsies. Oh man. Second time's the charm. There we go. We can get the northern armor set from that guy. I'm going to grab this large club. And got to get around the invisible wall around that pole. And we didn't get around it at all. That time, we got it. And we get a pale tongue. That's useful for later game covenants. We are going to unequip that, though. Actually, let's equip some of that northern armor pieces in our other slots, because it's better armor. You know, I'll think about it. I have my hands full right now with Fallout New Vegas and Dark Souls 3, but after I'm moving along through those, Fallout Bioshock Infinite might be a good one to follow up with. Let's see. It is 6:56, so I am just going to make a beeline for the boss after this. But I do not want to stay over long because me and my partner are celebrating our anniversary tonight, and I do not want to miss the festivities. You know, I'm just going to feel free to around this corner. Avoid these guys. There are few enemies in Dark Souls that can't be beaten with the power of running away. And thank you! It's been a surprisingly long amount of time. It really does make you think, just, wow, I'm lucky enough to have stayed with this person for so long. But also, oh god, has it been that long already? Oh, I thought I was not going to make that jump. That would have been very embarrassing. We get the Mira set, and we also get the Chloranthy ring, one of the most valuable rings in the game. It increases your stamina regen speed, which is very, very powerful. Okay. Now, what's the fastest way to get to the boss from here? I think I know. Let's hustle. Get this dog. I don't like the sound of that. I'm gonna take cover from between the trees. Oh my god. I forgot somehow that I was decently older than you. At least by 1 year, I think. Oh man. Down here we have Durats. Durats. They're Durats. Bad dog. And there's the giant rat who makes all of the rules. And we get the blood bite ring from him. Very nice. Opening this door. And now we could get into an encounter with Mad Knight Hodrick here. But all I have time for is level up, kill boss in Lie, So we're just gonna say no to Hodrick today. Hodrick? It's gonna be no for me, dog.
Welcome home, speak thine. Very well, then touch take none.
Alright, and from here, let's start getting our intelligence and faith up. It is finally time to start leveling up our primary stats. And we're back to the dilapidated bridge. Now, I really enjoy the Curse-Rotted Greatwood as a boss, because I feel like he is a prime example on knowing how to optimize a fight. I feel like he's very threatening to new players, players who would play defensively, wait for him to make the first strike. Oh, and if we did not make friends with the giant, he would be shooting us, but now that we are his best bro, he's shooting all of them. So I am just free to pick up these items for the most part. For the most part, buddy, help me out here. Thank you. Now I could run straight to the boss, but I just need to pick up 2 items while we're here. They're very important for later. Well, I guess only the Mortician's Ashes are important. This is just, you know, a full cleric set for free. Now, I don't like the fact that they were going into this boss with so little healing, but you know, nothing oh! Almost forgot an incredibly important item. We have to pick up this Undead Bone Shard. Burning these back at the Firelink Shrine will increase the power of our healing items permanently. No time for this guy. And you know, I am only going to try this boss once. If we lose here, that's the end of the stream. If we win here, that's also the end of the stream, but I'll feel a lot better about it. Don't we all want that? Alright, so this big bad tree is the Curse-Rotted Greatwood. He's a little weird and a little lumpy. First we get him to turn around. Hit him right in his eggs. The old huevos. And that will cause him to trigger his phase 2. Now I'm also trying to hit the other egg that is sitting in his thigh. We pop that. Dodge that attack. I don't like getting stuck in his goop. Oh, I didn't see he was grabbing. Oh, now. Oh my god. He's never put up that much of a fight. Oh, that's it. Well, adding a death onto the old stream timer, and we're just gonna have to call it a day there. Does my pride hurt? Absolutely. But you know, I have something more important than a really easy quick kill on one of the easiest bosses in the game. It's love. I'm gonna go ahead and have that anniversary dinner. But hey, thanks for joining me. This has been Courier 8. You can find me here on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be playing Fallout New Vegas on Tuesdays, and I will be playing Dark Souls 3 on Thursdays. So if you want to see me get my vindication against the Curse-Rotted Greatwood, you'll have to tune in then. But until then, I've been Courier8. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.